And I want you to know, New York City made you proud last night. 4 hours after this attack began. It started at 3 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, the Greenwich Village Halloween Parade began. I've lived there for 15 years. It's always insane on every level. But you wondered about last night. You know, Rick Leventhal and I were talking about it on the air. Will people really come out? People can't get in from New Jersey. The west side of town's completely backed up. Who's going to be there? There were 1 million people there in our streets, our tiny streets in our little community. 1 million of them. When I was walking home late last night after work, late, every bar was full, every street was packed. Police were in the streets everywhere. There were barricades and sand trucks, and people were shaking cops' hands and saying, "Thank you so much, thank you for being here." And cops were saying, "And thank you for being here. Thanks for coming out and being a part of our community. Thank you for doing what our leaders have said from Washington all the way down to New York. Stay strong. Do what you do. Be New Yorkers. Don't change your way. That's what they want. Don't stay at home when you plan to go out for Halloween." So it wasn't a lot of young people. It was, but not like it usually is. Normally, it's just kids everywhere. Adults, but young people. Just everywhere, all over the village. Last night, there were a lot of families. We saw a lot of older people, senior citizens, and a lot of grandkids. A lot of pets dressed in, you know, with all the Halloween frivolity. And by the time it was late, you know, it was a kind of a Greenwich Village mess. But this morning, the street cleaners were out really early, and everything was cleaned up. Kids were walking to school early this morning on a brisk day. Probably the coldest morning so far. Buses were loading. People were getting onto subway stations. 6th Avenue was a mess, but New York City was strong and solid and impressive. This city does not bend, not to anyone.